All
Delighted
right.
to say, welcome back to the channel, talkSPORT Endzone, your dedicated NFL channel from talkSPORT. And ahead of our exclusive commentary this Sunday night, a huge rivalry over the past few years between the 49ers and the Packers. We've got their free agent signing of the offseason, let's be honest, a man who has made this defense tick in a massive way. I'm delighted to say that Xavier McKinney joins us on the show. Now, Xavier, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. And look, there's loads to get into with you, but the first thing I've got to ask is what was it like being on the field for that blocked field goal last Sunday in that magical moment in Soldier Field?
It was great. It was amazing. Obviously, just knowing the rivalry, seeing all the games throughout the years, obviously growing up and experiencing the rivalry and knowing how important it is for both sides, for our organization and theirs, and then just going out there and being able to get the win and get it how we got it with a blocked field goal. It was amazing. It's definitely a game that I won't ever forget. And it was a special moment for really all of us because I think that was I forgot how many years in a row we had beaten them. So to do it like that, it was pretty special.
Just the 11. It's
Yeah,
no small amount of time. And look, you were
yeah,
pretty unblocked off the end. I was like, actually, I think you probably could have got there as well. But it seemed like you
yeah.
guys focused that pressure up the middle, like it was
Yep.
a designed thing. And I think that's what was so impressive about it for me.
Yeah, man, it was definitely a design thing. I trusted my guys, and there was a part of me that wanted to, before the play actually happened, I wanted to be able to get in on that play, but we got the call, and I trusted, our coaches and what we called, and trusted the guys, and they were able to get it done.
Look, for you coming into this team at a time when the NFC North looks like the most competitive division in football, just adds to how huge those divisional wins. What was it been like for you stepping into that Packers locker room and the history and everything that surrounds it?
It's been great. I think ever since I've gotten here, it's been nothing but love, nothing but support. They have welcomed me with open arms. The organization, the fans, the players, and everything has just honestly went smoothly. And they've made it, my job to like very easy to just come in here and be myself and play my game. And I think that's just been the biggest thing of them just, always allowing me to go out there and trust what I see and just play out my instincts. And so it's been really fun for me. It's been a great year for us as a team, and we just gonna continue to keep building, continue to keep growing together. And it's not only just gonna be special for this year. It's gonna be very special for a very long time and moving forward. So I can't wait to keep building with these guys here and keep stacking as many wins as we can.
It's fascinating because you go all the way back to when Jeff Hafley first took the job, and he talked about how important the safety position was to him, and how he needed a deep guy, and like this was so important. And it was one of those free agency signings that when it just clicks, it makes sense for everyone. So, how much have you enjoyed working with Jeff Hafley and the fact that he has described you as like the perfect safety for his scheme?
Yeah, man, it's been great, honestly. He's been super transparent. We got a great relationship with each other. So, I know everything that basically he wants to do day in and day out for each game. We meet pretty much all the time. And then whenever he has like a little tip or something that he wants me to know or whatever the case may be, he always comes to me and we had those conversations. And, he allows me to have an input and what we do as a defense. And I think he does that. The greatest thing about him, I think he does that with all of us. He kind of allows everybody to have an input and a say so and whatever they feel like they want to do. So I think that's been the greatest thing about playing with this defense and being a part of this. Is just knowing that we all have that trust within each other, and it helps everybody go out there and play fast, play physical, and play for one another.
So a lot of super exciting young guys on that defense. I say young, at this point, guys like Jaire, who I know has some question marks this weekend, but like yourself, if only 5, 6 years in the league already feel like veterans on this team. Is that how you feel? Like, do you feel that leadership role on your shoulders?
For sure. I think even when I was with New York, I felt that way, and I was viewed as that. And then once I got here, like I already knew what it was. I had, conversations with the coaches. I had conversations with, the upper management, and I knew that I know I was going to have a big role, and I know I was going to have a responsibility of being that leader, one of the leaders on this team. And so, I don't take that for granted. I try to do my best to always lead by example, lead vocally, and however I can set the example for everybody else on the team to be able to follow along. So I definitely don't take that lightly, and I just try to keep improving. As I get older, as the days go by, as the season gets longer, I try to find more ways where I can become a better leader for this team and do whatever they need me to do for us to be successful.
You guys a tight knit group, the safeties, the DBs in this team?
For sure, for sure. I
I read
think
something about you getting together every Thursday or something. Like,
yeah. We get together pretty much every week and watch the games. So we'll watch like the Thursday night football games. We kind of like rotate houses. So I remember one time we were at my house, one time we were at Keyshawn's house, one time we were at Josh's house. So we just try to rotate, and just try to have a day, throughout the week where we can all kind of just hang out, and just kind of talk. Even if we watching football, like we obviously have regular, like we're not just talking about football. We just, having regular conversation, getting to know each other, and just trying to build that bond. So that way, when we go out there on the field, like everything clicks smoothly.
you guys watched much of this 49ers team this year? I mean, I know you'll have been grinding the tape this week, but have you seen much from them? A little faltering, but God, there's a lot of talent there.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent. I think they're one of those teams. You pay attention to, like they have so much talent, and they got playmaker. They got game wreckers. They got guys that can wreck the game by themselves. And I think we understand that. Obviously, things aren't going the way that I'm sure they thought it was going to go this season. But they still got a chance to turn everything around, and they had the players to do it, and they got the coaches to do it. So we understand that. We understand that they're a bit wounded, but we also know that they're not going to go into the game, just laying down. They're gonna go out swinging. They're gonna, try to, put up a fight, and we expect that. They got the players to do it. We just got to go out there and make sure that, we're on all of our P's and Q's, and just discipline throughout the game, and going out there and competing longer and harder than they can.
Do you feel, as a guy coming in from the outside, that history recently, that rivalry between these two teams, because it has become one of the best in the NFC, but San Francisco have been on top in recent times. Is that something you feel the weight of in the building?
For sure. You could definitely feel that. Like ever since I got here, I think the very first team meeting that we had, I want to say we watched like the end of the San Fran game. So that's definitely something. Like once, like when I got here, I already kind of knew what it was, and how everybody felt about San Francisco and their team. And obviously they left a bad taste in our mouths last year. And so you can feel that urgency. You can feel everybody ready to go. And we look to put on a great performance on Sunday. So we're gonna try to play our best ball, and put all three phases together, so we can go out there and be successful.
For you personally, you talked about how the freedom that you've got to go and make plays, to talk with Jeff Hafley, Coach Hafley, about what you see, and be able to act on that. So career high 6 interceptions already this year, but we're still only the one career touchdown. I need to know if the Lambeau leap has been practiced, Xavier. I need to know if you've
Yeah.
tried that jump up that massive wall.
I have not tried it. It looks real hot, but I plan on my first time planning on like actually trying it is when I score. So, I'm looking forward to that coming in the future very soon. And yeah, it's gonna be fun once I actually get to experience that. Obviously, I've seen it for years, and I've seen some of my teammates do it already this year, and it looks amazing. And I'm just waiting on my moment. That's all.
Hey, and maybe it comes this weekend, if
Yeah.
everybody protects the ball well, but He's thrown a few in recent weeks. He's a good quarterback, but it's there for you, I reckon.
It's gonna be out there for me. So I just got to go seize the opportunity when I get it.
Just on the game this weekend, how much of a loss would Jaire be if he's not there on Sunday?
It's gonna be. I mean, it's a loss anytime we don't have him out there. But one thing I do know is that every guy, every defensive back that we have in our room, every guy that we have in our unit is gonna be ready to go. They prepare the right way, they practice the right way, and we got ball players. Ever since I've gotten here, and saw the talent that we had in our room, I've always said it's the best that I've had in the league, and it's not even close. When you look at the safety room to the nickel to the corners, from top to bottom, we have a lot of talent, and we got a lot of legit guys that can really go out there and play and be very productive. And I know they're gonna be ready to go, regardless. So we had that next man up mentality, and we just gotta go out there and play the ball that we are accustomed to playing and play to our standard.
I tell you, I interviewed Jaire. I think it was his second or third year in the league. It was at Seattle. They just got the win, and I spoke to him in the locker room afterwards. And I dared to say in my intro, one of the best young corners in the NFL. And two of the other defensive back room came over and like, sorry, one of the best. I think you mean the best young corner in the NFL. So it's clear you guys have got each other's back. I was in a bit of trouble for that one.
No, for sure. I definitely see him as the best corner in this league. Like I said, I've gotten to play with him. I've gotten to practice with him, and the things that he can do is special. I haven't seen any corners do the things that he can do. So he's a special talent. He's a special player, and yeah, he is definitely, in my opinion, the best corner in the league, in my opinion.
Well, look, man, best of luck for this Sunday. Really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us. It's going to be a huge game this Sunday night live on talkSPORT. So we appreciate you taking the time out to talk with us. And, in that tough division, every win counts. So I guess you're just looking for 1-0 this week.
For sure. I appreciate you for having me.